Time feels so gay. It wants to do poop in a whole new world. Do poop in a whole new world. Happy birthday, Captain Coop.
Yes, I have finally made it to the ranks of 26.
How'd you enjoy your birthday present?
The videos of the movies.
Jesus, yeah, that was a lot, dude. I spent like
Yeah,
$200.
I know. I was like, damn, he's got a bunch of add-ons to my Voodoo collection. And I was like, hell yeah, some good shit on here. Stuff definitely gonna have to record and review.
I think I bought you movies every week leading up to your birthday.
Yeah.
It was starting in April.
Damn, yeah. I noticed.
No, starting in May. It started in May. I bought you like the last 2 weeks of May.
Yeah.
And then the 3 weeks leading up to June. Yeah.
I thought it was either that or every time new Godzilla movies came on sale.
No, I also I got them because they were on sale. It's like, oh, they're $4.99.
Yeah, that's a good deal. I almost got them.
I was like, this is like a win-win. I'm getting him birthday presents, and we're like getting shit for the podcast.
And in my head, I was like, I should buy this. This is a good deal. And I was like, BJ will buy him because he loves Godzilla. And he
loves Godzilla. I was like, we've been talking about doing Godzilla collections and episodes, and maybe doing a Godzilla versus King Kong episode.
Yeah.
So I was like, I should get these while we have the opportunity. I noticed you already had both the King Kong movies, so
I got all of them, I think, don't I?
There's only like 3, right? 1978 or something like that.
I had the 70s, I think the 40s, 30s, and I had the Peter Jackson, and I got the John C. Reilly one.
Yeah. Yeah, you got them all.
Okay. Yeah.
But I was just like, I saw those and I put them on there, but then the rest of it was like, I went through your wish list and bought a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
And then they were doing 70s and they were doing 70s, 80s, and 90s sales. And so I just went through there on each time they did a sale like that. Like I bought Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory because I was like, he fucking loves that movie.
Yeah, I almost bought it too. I was like, I'll wait. And then you ended up getting it for me.
Yeah. I just went through all the sales and just bought stuff that was on sale, and then because you notice after your birthday was over, I stopped buying shit. I was like, I'm good. I don't need to buy him anything else at this point. Shit.
I thought it was like a both of us thing. I was like, oh man, hell yeah, he's gonna help me start getting movies on Voodoo.
Well, I mean, I can, but it was more so like a birthday present thing.
Yeah.
I'll go on there something when it's me. I'll go on there maybe if there's 1 or 2, maybe 3 movies that I really want to see. But you know, I don't buy movies that frequently on there.
Yeah.
I bought Underwater because I wanted to see it.
And we reviewed it.
And then I think the only other movies
47 meters.
Yeah, I bought those so we could review them for the podcast. But other than that, the only things I can think of that I bought for me were there was Kingdom of Heaven and one other movie, I think. The rest I was just buying. Well, the Kingdom of Heaven one was actually on sale too. I think I got it for real cheap.
Okay.
But the rest of them I was just buying for you for your birthday and for the podcast, and just I was like, this is perfect. It's like 3 birds with 1 stone.
Yeah.
Because even some of them I was like, I like this too. It's win-win-win. I'll tell you what, The Departed and 7 I actually got for me because I was like, I had been wanting to watch them for a while because they were supposed to be really good.
I thought you got it
strokes of cinema.
Because right before you bought them, I made a crime time list on I have a list on Voodoo now where it's collections. There's Marvel movies.
Yeah.
And then I just made this one called Crime Time, spelt like the tag team wrestlers. Yeah. And then the next day it's 2 new gangster movies coming.
Yeah. I saw that, and I also saw the other one, but it was, and I did buy them. I was like, yeah, I mean, obviously he'll like them. Obviously we'll watch them for the podcast, but more so and mainly I bought those 2 specific movies because I keep hearing about how great they are.
Yeah, I remember at one point me and you were on Netflix, and we were like looking up highly acclaimed movies. Like we watched Rain Man and a couple others because we heard how good they were. Like, we gotta watch this because we're big movie fans, so we gotta make sure we got all those.
We gotta like check off the list. And I actually did watch 7.
Did you?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, but I do want to do more mobster stuff.
I will say this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Happens a lot for me.
I was like, man, this movie is supposed to be
off the chain,
like, fucking legit. And I mean, it wasn't a bad movie. It just was
overhyped.
Yeah, I feel like the hype kind of killed it for me. Okay. And that's why I haven't watched The Departed yet. I started. You probably saw. I started it. And was like, no. Save this for later.
That's crazy. Like I saw, me and her were looking at it the other day. It's like 20 seconds of The Departed. God,
I deleted it from the watch list.
One thing, you got 5 seconds in. I was like, I'm gonna kick him in the fucking nuts because he got 5 seconds.
What was it?
I don't know. It was something, and he got 40 minutes in some samurai with The Last Samurai.
Kingdom of Heaven.
Yeah, he got 40 minutes of that. I'm like, why can't he finish a movie?
I have a lot of shit to do, man. Like, I don't get to just go home and sit in my bedroom all day. Like, I actually gotta, like, adult, you know? Like, my parents don't wash my clothes for me. I gotta wash my own clothes.
Well, you need to send them to Frankie and my dad.
Yeah, but it'll be a minute before I see him again.
Yeah.
Why are you coming to work naked every day? Like, I mail my clothes to fucking Knoxville like a dumbass.
Alright.
Now they're holding them for ransom.
Yeah. It's almost been a month since my actual birthday. We're just filming this late.
Yeah, we're filming this way late.
We didn't do a whole lot. We just my parents got me nachos, and we ate, chilled out, and watched nachos. Watched the Kane Hodder documentary called "To Hell and Back."
Hell yeah!
Really good.
I saw that. I saw that on the Voodoo.
Pretty good movie documentary. We ate nachos, and then after we ate the nachos, parents got me the Scooby-Doo action figures for the new movie, the Scoob series. They gave me all those in the line, and then after that, me and my dad recorded the season 3 finale of Brian's Bizarre Adventure.
Oh, Brian was
finished. So we finished it. It's like 20.
So y'all didn't end up adding a character, or you just filmed it without?
We just filmed. We just said there was scheduling conflicts, so we're just going to do it just me as the only player. And it actually turned out good. I was basically carrying the load anyways. It was a lot of fucking fun. And I think I did fine on my own. Boop's a fun character to play.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure once I hear it, I'll be like, oh, this is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Or I'll be like, oh, Jesus, I'm tired of hearing these two talk to each other.
I hope everybody loves it. We put a lot of work to it. That's 23 episodes. And, I mean, it was a lot of fun. So I can't wait for that to come. By the time this airs, the whole season's probably going to air. But we filmed these so far ahead of two guys that
we did manage to get ahead of this series by a long ways.
Yeah.
Also, I got to come down to Knoxville for like a day. Technically, I snuck up to Gatlinburg and took myself like a little 3-day vacation.
How'd that go?
Oh, it was fucking amazing. I tried a bunch of new restaurants. I've never had Louisiana-style biscuits before that day. And
so you went to Papa's?
It's like a No. It's
they talk about it on Papa's commercial all the time.
I've never actually seen. I've ate Popeyes once. I've never actually been to Popeyes.
And I thought it was just okay.
Yeah, I was like, it didn't hold a candle to Zaxby's. But that's why I want to do the Chicken Wars.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like we got.
It could be the next tournament style after we get done with cereal.
Yeah. But yeah, no, we went up to Gatlinburg. We drove a back way up to there and drove up the mountain and got to look at the city from the top of the mountain. It was beautiful and wonderful. And we spent 2 days, I think, 2 nights in a cabin on the top of the back of the mountain. And Just had a lot of fun. Went swimming in the hot tub. Also went swimming in the jacuzzi.
Hell yeah.
Not swimming, but bathed in the jacuzzi, sat in the hot tub, showered. Just had all kinds of fun up there. Got to try new restaurants that I'd never tried in Gatlinburg before. And that was nice. And that's one of the ones I was talking about. It was like this Louisiana joint that I think it was might have just been a breakfast joint, but they had some candy bacon that was delicious, and the chicken was delicious. Their biscuits, though, was like my favorite part. Like it's like a spicy biscuit.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is amazing. I really enjoyed the biscuits. Got a bunch of candy from different places. Because, when you're on vacation, live it up.
Yeah. That's what I've been doing.
Oh, yeah. That's what you've been doing. We tried... There's another restaurant. There was like 2 or 3. We tried a good old-fashioned, like, American wings joint that was delicious. I got some honey barbecue wings and chili cheese fries. And there was another restaurant we ate at, and at one point I just stopped and she was like, "What?" I was like, "I want to go over here to this lemonade stand." She's like, "Why?" I was like, "'Cause I want some fucking lemonade."
Lemonade's delicious.
It is, and it was hot. It was hot out there. It was humid. That was the problem. You know how it is in Tennessee. It's so humid. It's like, I need some liquid because I'm done sweating everything out. Mm-hmm. And that was the most refreshing lemonade, dude. And it was fresh. It was so good, man. He literally squeezed the shit in front of me and made me some fucking lemonade.
Hell
and it was good, dude. It's like, okay, I might get some more on the way back up there. Then got some hard cider, some hibiscus cider. It was delicious. And we went to the aquarium while
Ripley's?
we were there. Yeah, Ripley's Aquarium. Always love going there.
I haven't been
We
there.
go there a lot.
I haven't been there in years. Probably since high school.
Well, we should go sometime because I fucking love going to the aquarium. We went there, and I think we did something else while we were down there. Like, that required us to leave the cabin and go into Gatlinburg. I just don't remember what it was because I have a very short-term memory.
Yeah.
And I don't take notes like I should. But, whatever it was, I'm sure it was fun. Because we did it. Might ask her at some point, like, what all did we do? I don't remember. But, yeah, had a great time. Maybe we, I'm pretty sure we stayed 2 nights. I just don't remember what we did the second day. But had a great time while I was down there. And then I stopped in to see you as like a little birthday present for Sean.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy. And I bought you Batman Who Laughs miniseries.
It was the Dark
Knight's Metal.
Dark Knight Metal. Yeah, he texted me. He's like, "Where are you at?" And I'm like, "I'm working." And he popped up, and I was like, "Okay, I'm at work." And then when we wait for me to, I just like quit work basically and just hung out with you till my shift ended. And then we left to the comic book store up the road, and you got me the Dark Knight Metal, and then I still haven't read it yet, but I was like, man, can't wait to read this.
Totally worth it.
I think if we ever do a Batman special, that could be what we read.
Agreed. It's good. It's a good series.
Yeah. And but this is day 3 of my visit to Nashville, and we did a lot today.
God, we did so much. Today was probably the most tiring of the 3.
A lot of walking.
Yeah, that's probably why. And a lot of heat, and I did all the driving again. And there was so many each place we went was like even further than the last.
I guarantee you, if I did the driving, you would just like, okay, pull the fuck over.
Yeah, probably. I was like, we're never gonna get there at this rate. Like, God.
Stop crying.
It's funny because I went all the way down to East Antioch, Southeast Antioch. We got sushi. Then we went all the way out to the Parthenon in West Nashville. Then we went back to like South Nashville for Upper Mills. I want to say South Nashville. Then flipped all the way back around. Went back to East. came here to the hotel for like a 30-minute venture, then went to go get food in fucking Mount Juliet, which was delicious.
Yeah.
Got to try these burgers at this place called Burger Republic.
Yeah.
And we got the.
Well, let's start from the beginning.
No, we can tell them about the food we just ate.
Okay.
The reason I'm comatosing right now.
Mm-hmm.
We got these Tennessee honey whiskey burgers, Jack Daniel style burgers.
Me and you both got those.
Yeah, and it was good.
Yeah.
I tried the plant-based burger Leslie had, and it was pretty good too. But it doesn't cook up the way you'd want it to if you're eating a burger. Because like when I bit into it, it was a little like just mushy.
Yeah.
It's like this is kind of just mush, but it tastes pretty good. It's good. It's mush that tastes good.
Mush that's seasoned well.
Mush between bread, and it just happens to taste good.
Yeah. At the beginning of the day, we got some sushi at Sushi O Sushi.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody was laughing at me because I couldn't pronouncing this shit on the phone. But, you know, it was okay.
They got a shrimp spring roll.
Godzilla.
And
she got
acai.
Acai.
Yeah.
And you got Godzilla and something else. Ichiban. And got it. It was okay. I liked it.
I should have let you try my Ichiban. You would have been blown away. That's like my favorite roll.
Yeah.
In the world.
I think I like the shrimp.
Even has like a surprise green bean in there. Like, hey, what you doing? That's right. It's me, your old pal, Green Bean. Thought you could use some laughs. So here I am, busting up for you.
Okay. Well, I maybe if we ever go back, I'll get that.
Definitely.
Then we went to the Parthenon. It was a lot cheaper than I thought it'd be. It's also a lot of it was closed off, I think.
Not really. It's not very big. We got to see pretty much all the exhibits.
Yeah.
All the artwork, all the, you know.
I just remember it being a lot bigger when I was a kid.
Well, the doors add to that illusion. The doors that were closed,
yeah,
they're usually open, and you can see like into the building.
Okay.
But like, it's definitely big. I mean, you saw that statue.
Yeah.
It's fucking.
No, I meant like I thought there was a lot more statues than I remember.
There was a fuck ton of statues in there.
Yeah, I remember them being. Well, I don't know. I was a kid.
I mean, the exhibits changed, so there might have been more statues when you visited as a kid. But all I know for sure is like the illusion, like the difference from when you're walking up those steps, looking at all the pillars and through those giant doors, and then you see this vast opening. I feel like it adds to it a lot. It makes it seem a lot bigger when you're coming in from the outside instead of coming up from underground like we did.
I remember going to there. I've been there 3 or 4 times. I remember one time we went there for a book signing. One of Frankie's favorite authors was there, Sherilyn Kenyon. And
what does she write?
She writes like
murder mysteries.
No, it's.
I didn't see Frankie as a murder mystery thing.
It's. Oh Jesus Christ! It's.
Is it those romance novels?
I don't know if it's.
It's the ones with Fabio on the cover, isn't it?
No, I don't think it's Fabio.
Romance novels.
I want to say it's not the Suki books, the one that True Blood was based off of. I think it's based off of like Greeks and angels and shit. I don't know. You have to get Frankie to talk to you on that one.
Okay.
But I remember we used to have a giant poster of her in our room. Her name's Sherilyn Kenyon.
Sherilyn Kenyon.
And we went up there just to go to that book signing. And
out of curiosity, did you guys like start microwaving something and just never stop, or is that?
No, unless she did, I don't know.
Is that time just terribly wrong?
It could be. I don't know. She could have microwaved something. I don't think we had anything to microwave. Went there, walked around the park, saw baby turtles.
Oh, those things were adorable.
Yeah.
Super cute.
Those tiny ass turtles. Like size, looked like size of a quarter.
Yeah, one was like the size of a quarter. The other was like the size of a 50-cent piece.
Yeah. $50.
Well, actually, might have been a little bit bigger than that. So that's that giant ass copper penny we saw in the Parthenon. It was the second one was a lot bigger, like than the little baby one. There was like
3 or 4 of them.
Yeah, but the little one, the quarter one, he was so cute. He kept trying to like climb up onto sticks and stuff, but like he'd only like grab the nasty mossy areas and like just kept falling back into the water. It was cute and sad at the same time. And he was too far away, so I couldn't help him. And his older brother was just like sitting on a stump looking at him like, this is what you're supposed to be doing. Stupid. But man, there was some cute ass turtles. And there was also snail shells everywhere.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about.
Honestly, they did not. It looked like they hadn't cleaned that in a minute because there was all kinds of garbage floating around over.
It was just those garbage in there.
But that's the crazy thing is like all the surrounding park was like clean.
Yeah.
And like there's no trash anywhere. And then you just get to that little lake or little fountain area or whatever you call it.
Yeah.
And it's just doity.
If I was the mayor, I'd have people on community service clean that shit out.
Hey, go clean my lake.
Go
clean my pond.
Yeah. Because that's a big spot of tourism, man. That's a spot thing. You want that to look, pristine to make your city look good.
That's something that's interesting too. Is after that we went to Opry Mills Mall. Walked around Opry Mills Mall and checked out all the stores, which was entertaining for some, but not as entertaining for all of us.
You're referring to me? Oh, yeah.
But after that, we went to the hotel, and on the way into the hotel, we see that couple that we saw yesterday at the Nashville Zoo.
Yeah.
Like, I actually heard her saying to the guy she was with, we saw them yesterday at the zoo. And I was like, as soon as we got far enough away from them, I was like, that's the same people we saw at the zoo. And you guys were both like, yeah, we know.
Yeah.
I was like, you were like, I remember his weird face or something like that.
I said, yeah, I remember that ugly looking dude. Because I was like, I remember him taking a picture or something, and he just looked miserable. And I was like, he looks like a grand bull, just miserable and ugly. And I was like, hey, that's that guy. It's that miserable, ugly guy.
I hope he doesn't listen to our podcast. You son of a bitch. I'm not miserable or ugly, asshole.
I wouldn't be able to tell if he liked it or not from his fucking expressions. But
that's true, I guess.
I was like, he looks like he is just angry he's here at the zoo.
But it was I enjoyed the trip to the mall.
That was fun. I wish a lot more. There's a lot of places that I was like, man, I wish that was open. Cause
we got a lot of good stuff, though. We had a pretty good haul, pretty decent haul.
Yes, we we're
got a bunch of Bath and Body Works stuff.
I don't know why the GameStop guy pissed me off. I don't know.
He was kind of dickish about it. What happened to my 5 and Below bag, though?
I don't know.
I feel like the only thing that was in it was these energy drinks, the Reptar snacks.
And Reptar snacks are there.
Yeah. And then my poster. The poster's in my car, so
you're all set.
I think I'm all set. I don't think I got anything else, right?
You didn't get a lot. We went to a candy store. I got a bunch of candy. We went to GameStop. I almost got an Amiibo, but they were kind of locked up. I was like, these are goddamn $12 Amiibos. Why are you locking this shit up? Pissed me off. I left. Because they had the King K rule, and I was like, I kind of wanted it. But I was like, you know what, guys?
When are you going to get a chance to get it again?
Amazon.
Oh, you suck.
I know it takes fun out of
why go hunting? You finally found the gem, and you're just going to buy it off Amazon.
I mean, if I have to. I mean, I haven't really been hunting for Amiibos in a while. I bought probably $100 worth earlier this year because I just went to GameStop and they had a mother load of shit I didn't have. I was like racking up, and so I racked up, and I was like, if I see one out I don't have, I'll get it. And I was like, oh fuck. And we went to 5 and Below and they had a shit ton of Amiibos. I'm like, no way. They're all Animal Crossing. I have all the Animal Crossing Amiibos.
They're only $5, and I have them all.
They had $5 copies of Titanfall 2 and they had 30 copies of Titanfall 2 and nothing else. I'm like, it said $5 video games. I'm like, $5 video game, not games. There's
$5 video game.
There's some confusion.
Yeah, I think I almost bought Grand Theft Auto 5 from there once.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a damn good deal, $5.
It is, but I don't remember why I didn't. Probably because I was broke.
Yeah.
I used to be broke all the time, so.
To 5 and below, you showed...
Pop culture.
Pop culture was cool.
Or it was like pop cult or something like that.
I don't want to say it's pop culture, say they're idiots or ran out of room.
Well, Pop Culture is the name of a store in Knoxville, but Pop Cult was like a different thing. They had all kinds of cool
they
stuff.
Had amazing shit, just overpriced.
Oh, yeah.
They had a Sonic the Hedgehog backpack that was really cool, $41. I'm like...
Pretty much like the going price for anything was like $40.
Yeah.
Unless it was like a picture, and then it was still $20.
Yeah. And they had a
that cool ass Cobra Commander picture, $20. That
damn.
Cool ass
that should be $5.
That cool ass Megazord picture, $20.
They have just as cool stuff in 5 and below for $5.
Yeah,
just as cool. They did have a Timon and Pumbaa water bottle, but I think it was still like
$20 probably.
It was like 16 or 15. I'm like, that's a water bottle. Get over your damn selves.
So that's the place I like to go, and like the only thing worth buying there that I'll actually get usually is the model sets, because you can't find them anywhere else. So it's like, okay, it makes sense. I could probably buy this off of Amazon.
I went to
but it's still going to be equally as expensive.
I went to a comic book store in New York, and the 2 stories comic book store. Top floor was nothing but stuff like that.
That's pretty dope.
I like the whole.
I don't plan on going to New York anytime soon.
Yeah, but this was like 2013. It was really cool, and like the bottom floor was all comics. Second floor was like miniatures and models.
With this place, we should go there.
It was.
Let's go there right now.
It was insanely crowded though. It was also Comic Con weekend. That's probably why.
Yeah. So I say the coolest thing in this whole store was the Roronoa Zoro replica sword and the Hawkeye Mihawk replica sword.
Yeah.
Those 2 swords were probably the coolest things in the whole store. It had a lot of cool stuff.
How much were they? Did you say?
I didn't even bother with
I mean, for a water bottle, it's like $20.
I was like, this is going to be like a $700 sword. Yeah. I'm not going to worry about it.
Like, you can build it for that much.
Probably. The crazy thing is, they also had those super cool, extremely detailed and movable Dragon Ball Z characters I was telling you about. Not the Z Fighter, whatever it's called, Fighter Z or whatever.
Yeah.
Not the series that just anybody can get from anywhere these days, like Walmart, fucking GameStop and all that. It's it's like the Tanahashi equivalent, like the Tanahashi Power Rangers equivalent. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about.
No.
Tanahashi Power Rangers is like I might be actually saying the name wrong, but basically it's like
they're like the Golden Grail of Power Rangers.
Oh yeah, it's the Holy Grail of like movability. You can take the helmets off, put new helmets on. It's like the Lightning series. It's the Lightning collection that's coming out now, but it's like it's like if the Lightning series was a solid 8, this is a solid 12.
Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10. Like that's how Tanahashi is. Like the hair moves sometimes. You know what I mean? Like it's like they're fucking epic, basically. But yeah, that's how that DBZ figures collection was. And the coolest thing was like they didn't even have the Dragon Ball Z characters. They just had the cool characters from Dragon Ball, like Evil King Piccolo, fucking
that was
General
cool.
Tao,
yeah,
Bulma,
Dragon Ball
Hercule.
Bulma.
So they did have a Dragon Ball Z character. Who else?
They had it was Dragon Ball Bulma, and they had some guy from Super.
Jiren.
I haven't watched Super, so I don't know who he is.
I have Funimation. Did I mention that on the podcast?
Yeah, you got Funimation.
I mentioned it on the podcast.
Maybe. I know I used to have it for a while.
I finally got Funimation Network, and the main reason was because they only had 4 seasons of One Piece on
Netflix. Yeah.
And Hulu no longer has. If they do have it in English, it's like up to like the Arlong saga, because that's actually the reason I stopped watching it. Because like, well, they only have up to the Arlong saga. I even watched up to the Arlong saga too. But
I have up to season, not the Skypea arc, but the arc after that. The arc after that is where I'm up to on the DVDs.
Yeah.
So I'm like 2 seasons ahead of you just on DVDs.
Well, I was saying like they have it all in English, like pretty much everything
on Funimation. Yes, much as high as they recorded it, that's how far they can go on Funimation.
Yeah, I think it's got like 930 episodes, and I'm like, I just caved in. I was like, I want to watch One Piece. Like, I fucking love this show.
It's my favorite anime. It's been my favorite anime since like middle school.
Oh, I still love it. I don't think it's probably my favorite anime, but I still love it.
Yes.
But yeah, so I just like caved in, bought it, and then I was like, or got it. Yeah, well, I paid for it now, and I was like, fuck yeah, I want to watch One Piece. But now I'm just looking through all the stuff that I could potentially watch.
I feel like the anime episode's getting close to being worked on.
I looked at Dragon Ball Super. They have it on there. I want to check it out. That time I was reincarnated as a slime, which I've been talking about for a minute now. That I was saying we got to watch this. And there's just a bunch of stuff now that I'm like,
Naruto all on there.
Mm-hmm. Naruto's all on there, so I'm like, that'll make it even easier. Because watch it all in one place.
We watched the original series. I've yet to watch Shippuden.
Yeah, that one's like 500 episodes.
Well, I mean, we gotta watch it at some point.
Yeah, I know, but that's like, we're gonna have to break that one up.
Yeah, that's fine. We broke the first one up.
Or you know
the 2 parts.
Let's add it to the master list, and just whenever we finish it, we'll do another anime episode at that time period. The crazy thing is, Naruto's not even over after Shippuden.
There's Boruto, right?
Boruto, and like I think it's already on its 2nd series. I think I could be wrong.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure my manager was telling me about it because he fucking loves Naruto. It's probably his favorite anime of all time. So.
Well, we'll see. I've watched all of the original series.
It's a good solid anime.
When I put up my top 10, though, it's good.
Yeah, I mean not me either, but this is good.
All right, I think it's time we need to dive. Well, I guess we didn't talk about the hotel.
Day.
Anything else we do at the mall?
Not really. Went into Vans. Went into. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, Tasia didn't really care about it.
Bath and Body Works.
Yeah, she finally got her Bath and Body Works, and I got her a bunch of stuff, and she was happy, so that's good. And I think that's all we got from the mall. And he drove us to this hotel, the Opry Mills Hotel.
Opry Land Hotel, yeah.
And apparently, all the doors were locked.
Usually, you can go in pretty much any door, but because of the current situation, we ended up having to walk from the back of the hotel all the way around to the front of the hotel. And this hotel is basically, if not the same size. I want to say it's almost the same size as the mall. It's a huge hotel.
Yeah, it was over a mile we walked.
Yeah, it was over a mile. We walked all the way around to the front of the hotel, and then we finally got to the door that was open.
Now I mean, I shit you not. I thought I was walking in a damn desert at this one point.
It was hot.
We were burnt. And I remember we finally got into this nice hotel, and all 3 of us ran to a couch.
And just sat down.
Yes, and I remember when I got up, I felt my sweat all over the back of that couch. I'm like, it's like a nice couch. I'm like, I ain't paying for it, and we ran away.
Yeah. So then I got to show them a little bit of the hotel. We ended up getting some drinks and stuff.
Yes. Oh, you went to Starbucks, I think. Got a Powerade.
Yeah, I just got a Gatorade.
And me and her, I went to Annie Ann's, and I got us both frozen lemonades and a Reese's. The Reese's Sundae, yeah. Like holy shit. That revived me. I felt like I was just like, it felt like I ate a sensu bean.
Yeah.
After all that, I was like, hell yeah, I'm ready.
I tell you what, as soon as we were done with that, I was like, y'all ready to go? Cause I mean, there was more to show you guys, but let's be honest, we were all worn out.
Yeah.
And we still had to go get food. And then that's when we ended up back at the hotel, went to the burger place that was awesome. I got a cookie butter milkshake, and that was amazing.
I got another peanut butter milkshake that had Reese pieces.
Yeah.
It tasted like a liquid Reese cup. And I was like, damn.
That sounds pretty good.
It was good. I gave Tasia some. She said it was too much peanut butter. But
There's no such thing.
yeah.
That's a lie if I ever heard that. There's no such thing as too much peanut butter.
That's fake news.
Fake news. Fake news.
Yeah, I mean, but I really dig that burger place, man. I was like, damn, I've been, not this morning, but the morning before when I was waiting on you, I was just me. I think she was showering. I was watching Food Network. Nothing but burgers. So in my head for the last 2 days, I'm like, burger.
There's
burger.
some pretty good burger places out here, too. There was this, like, she was like, we need to take him to that Burger Up place, and I thought, like, didn't it get hit by the tornado and torn down? Apparently it didn't, or it was really close, but she was like, no, it's out in Mount Juliet. And then we got there, and I was like, this is Burger Republic. I was like, because I knew we had ate at Burger Up before. That's where I got that bison burger.
Yeah.
That was delicious. Oh, man. I love that burger, too.
Okay.
And that burger actually has a jalapeno on top of it, so, you know.
I love burgers with jalapenos on it or chili.
But, yeah.
I want to rank the places you show me in Nashville. I want to rank them for you.
Okay.
Okay, number one, it's got to be the Mexican place, the nachos.
The Maria Bonitas.
Number one. Number two, I give it to Burger Republic.
Okay, that was actually my first time eating there too.
Number three, Gyros.
Yes, that place is delicious too.
And last place, Sushi O Sushi.
Sushi or sushi. Did we go anywhere else?
I don't know.
The first day we went to Best Euros and got pizza.
Yeah.
Didn't get dinner, right?
That was a lot.
Yeah.
I couldn't eat after that.
And the second day we went to, which was yesterday, right?
Mexican
food.
That's all we ate.
Yeah.
Because we didn't eat
Usually
all.
me and you eat more. Oh, that's right. Because when I left, I picked up like 2 burgers from McDonald's.
Yeah.
Ate them when I got home and passed out. And today we actually managed to hit 2 spots, which was good. Sushi or sushi and
Yep.
Burger Republic. So if we're lucky tomorrow, we might get to hit 2 spots again. Like we can go out to Franklin with Leslie on lunch, hit that place, and then maybe do Fat Bites before y'all go back to
Home.
Knoxville.
Do you agree with my rankings?
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know. Because I think I would eat Best Euros more times than I would eat the burger place.
Well, I'm just ranking it on
Well, okay, so this what I'm getting at is like
quality.
it was like I'm saying like it was delicious.
Yeah, I could see me eating the gyros more.
That's what I'm saying. It's like
Yeah.
I'm also adding in the cost effectiveness, like the fact that I can get 2 meals for 15.
How much was the gyros?
The Euros place? Me and Liv, like when I go, it's like $15 for 2 people to eat.
If I lived here, that would probably be my spot.
Yeah.
Cheap and it's delicious.
Yeah. Oh! It packs
Because
a punch too, and it fills you the fuck
The
up.
Mexican place and Burger Republic both cost me $40 for me and Tazy.
Well, see, here's the thing about the Mexican place. Like, depending on what you get, like if that combination plate that I get
Yeah.
was like $10. Only reason that cost me so much was because I got also
queso
and rice and beans. So that ended up costing me $21.
Yeah. That's like, goddamn.
But usually it's just like $12, like 15 maybe with a tip, and that's
Well, mine was 30. I gave a $10 tip,
yeah, okay.
but it was good.
Yeah, I love that place.
But like, I think if I lived here, gyros would be my Taco Bell. It'd be like
yeah, oh yeah. I'd probably go to Maria Bonitas and Best Gyro, like the same amount. Like,
okay.
Actually, I'll probably go to Maria Bonitas more because I can order it, and I say, okay, every time you order this, okay, be here in 10 minutes. I'm exactly a 10-minute drive. So I get in the car and I drive over here. My food's ready. I drive back home. It's like literally every single time. It's like, yeah, it'll be ready in 10 minutes.
Yeah,
every single time, and I love that. I'm like,
I try to do that every Saturday. I want to try to go to Habaneros. But the last 2-3 times I try to go, I call them and they don't answer. I'm like, man, all right, Taco Bell's getting your money.
Try Postmates. That's one way I go about it sometimes.
Postmates?
Yeah.
I think we have like Grubhub or something.
Well, yeah. Either way, it's like you can order the food on there and they'll see it and they'll put it together for you. Just depends on if they like use it. But yeah, like just because it's so close to the house. Is why I go to that one because it's like probably so Nashville really it should just be like a 5-minute drive from my house, but because of all the lights and the terrible traffic in Nashville, it's like a 10-minute drive.
Yeah.
And then that Best Gyro place should be like a 10-minute drive, but it ends up being like a 20-minute drive. So I usually, because of all the traffic, I'll pick Maria Bonitas over Best Gyros because I'm like it's delicious, but I'm saving myself trouble with going.
All right. I think that was it for today. Want to jump into the podcast?
Let's do the fucking shit.
Hold on.
Let's do the shit we eat first, because I'm over here, no energy, and this is an energy drink.
Hold on. Before we do this, I gotta say one more thing. Welcome to the Two Guys and Art podcast. I'm your host, Cap Cole, President Podcasters. This is 40-minute marker, and this is my co-host VJ. All right, let's get the shit we eat.
Butt sugar bananas.
Butt sugar bananas. So we got a bunch of stuff at the mall for us to try to eat this week.
Went into Five and Below. It's one of my favorite places to go to find stuff to eat because there's always random shit just all over the place.
What did you get for us to drink?
This week, I looked around and I saw that they had these cans of Duff, and I thought it was candy. And I picked it up and I've seen it several times every time I go there. And Duff's the beer from The Simpsons that he drinks.
And it's modeled just like it.
Yeah, it's modeled just like it. So I pick it up and I actually read it for once. And it literally says in the can, energy drink. And it's like wonderful orange flavor. So we're about to try an energy drink and actually see if we like it.
Now, you guys may, if you know me, you know caffeine's my no-no zone. But for the podcast, I will drink it. That's the only exception. And so it is orange flavored, so I do have high standards.
Yeah, if anything, you should be more worried about the taurine. It's got 1,000 milligrams of taurine.
I don't have.
It's only got 110 milligrams of caffeine.
I don't know what taurine is. Don't tell me because it sounds scary. Is you ready?
Yeah.
It's like,
I love it. It's like Angry Tang.
Oof. I don't know if I like it. It's like orange soda, but like there's something got into it.
It's like, you remember Tang?
Maybe.
Remember those monkey commercials and they'd slap each other around and
put a Tang.
Tang. It was like an orange scoop drink. You had just added water to it. It was like a can. It's like a little twist up, like the Kool-Aid one.
Yeah.
And you just scoop out the powder,
I get what you're saying.
Throw it in the water, and it would make this drink.
I got what you're saying. I never had it.
You never had it?
Never had it.
Holy crap, dude. I used to live off that shit. They had purple Tang. It wasn't as good. The orange Tang was the fucking way to go, dude. I loved Tang, baby. It was like a 90s kid thing, dude. I can't believe we never had Tang.
I had the bug juice.
Yeah, but I hated those. That's to this day. They had all these wacky flavors that were just bad, except for, I think it was like the dragon something. I liked one of them. It was green. But this stuff tastes like Tang and then like an energy drink at the same time.
Oh shit. Oh, fuck.
I like it.
I do not.
Something's wrong with you.
Okay. Next up, I got some candies for us.
Quickly, we must try something else.
I got some candies for us to try.
And they all melted.
They did not.
He did not think ahead.
I did. I mean, I was like,
I did think ahead. I knew it was chocolate, and I knew it would melt.
Well, I didn't know what was happening after the mall. I didn't know we were going to be walking 100.
We should have definitely put them in my
Which is that the red one?
Yes.
Okay, this is the milk chocolate. We're doing milk chocolate first. These are called Linder. Is it Lind? Linder.
Yeah.
It looks fancy.
It's the Lint brand, but it says Lindor underneath it, so it might be like subtitle.
I like it.
So it's just chocolate filled with like liquid milk chocolate.
Well, they're all different flavors, so I don't know how they're all going to be.
Well, this one's not bad. I'm not. What?
It's nothing to go home about.
Yeah, I'm not like the biggest chocolate fan, so as you were buying these, I was like, God damn it.
I'm going to have to try this shit on a podcast. Which one did you grab? I think these.
One.
Are these orange?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see what's inside this one. Caramel.
Caramel?
I think. No. I'm not sure.
Hazelnut. That's hazelnut.
Okay. I'm not sure what it is.
So far, I like the milk chocolate better.
Yeah. If there's one thing other than chocolate I don't like, it's hazelnut.
One of them was actually labeled that a word of what word the flavor was, but there's only one.
This one says Linder.
This is the third one and final one.
What flavor is this one?
I don't know.
I like this one more than the other two.
I think the milk chocolate one was by far the best.
I don't know. I think I like this one more than the other two. No idea
What it was.
what it is or what it tastes like.
None of them are fucking labeled.
It'd be funny if like on the inside in the wrapper, after you ate it, it was like, ha, you just ate shit flavored chocolate. Or like something ridiculous.
You ate my shit. Ooh.
Would you wash it down with an energy drink that you don't like?
No.
It's like, I can't decide what is worse, the chocolate or the energy drink.
Yeah, I don't.
Those actually coming from a chocolate non-lover, those were, like the last one was decent and the first one was decent. I don't really care for the hazelnut one, but the chocolate itself was actually pretty dope.
Yeah.
Like it's like really soft and just packed with all kinds of, I guess, liquid chocolate or cream on the inside, which made it nice.
I think I prefer my old candies, Reese's. And
I like candy bars, yeah, that's true. I'm more of a peanut butter guy than I've ever been a chocolate guy. Well, that's not true. I used to eat peanut butter growing up. It's like one day it just, like, my eyes were open. It's like, peanut butter's amazing.
Where have you been my whole life?
Actually, I think I remember the day it happened. I was drinking I was sitting in the car and Leslie got a peanut butter milkshake from Sonic. And I tried that shit. And I was like, this is a peanut butter milkshake? And I was like, all the peanut butter in my life until now has been wrong. I went home and I tried all the peanut butter in the cabinet. I was like, this is amazing.
You just went like a damn raccoon. You just went and ate all the peanut butter in the cabinet.
So I fucking love, like, since that day, peanut butter has been my favorite. I always ate Reese's Cups, and I always thought to myself, why does this peanut butter taste so much better than any other peanut butter I've ever had? Turns out, my parents just bought really shitty peanut butter.
That's probably what it was.
It was.
I just imagine.
I think I was at your guys' house, and I tried Jif for the first time.
Yeah.
That shit was banging. And then Peter Pan is alright. Like, everybody, like, gets, like, a big old boner for the Peter Pan peanut butter. And it's good. I like that it's in a Wu-Tang song, but that's it. Like it's not that amazing. But I like the GIF and the. Let's stop talking about my fucking love for peanut butter.
Right.
How lame is that?
I just imagine when you tell me that story, like Leslie and Bonnie walks in the kitchen, you're in your underwear, comatose, covered in peanut butter, and Bonnie's like, "I don't want to, but I'm going to." She licks all the peanut butter off your body.
That sweet baby.
All right.
Yeah. I think me and Bonnie are like tied for how much we like peanut butter. Cause like she'll even eat the shitty like dollar peanut butter we have, not dollar but like Kroger brand peanut butter we got in the house. She loves it. I'll eat it too. Let's be honest. Like the other day I took like 2 or 3 scoops of the peanut butter, and it's not even that good, but you know,
It's still peanut butter.
it's peanut butter. I like peanut butter.
All right.
I'm just gonna become a connoisseur. Have you ever had like the natural peanut butter?
Probably.
It's a lot more salty than regular peanut butter, but it's so good.
Do you like creamy or crunchy better?
I
like crunchy.
like both. Like I will settle for either one. Like crunchy peanut butter is good for certain things. Like if I'm eating toast with peanut butter on it, I want the crunchy peanut butter. If I'm eating a classic PB&J, I prefer creamy with strawberry jelly.
Yeah.
But yeah, like toast, I'll eat crunchy peanut butter on. I don't mind crunchy peanut butter. I'll eat it with a spoon as well. Like I like them both pretty much.
I like crunchy better, but
I just think like when I get crunchy, it's like I'll get it occasionally as a treat because it's like more to love, crunch.
That's why I like it. It feels like it's just more to it.
Yeah, you should try the all natural peanut butter that they have at Sam's Club. I like that stuff.
Have you had the Reese's peanut butter?
Yes.
I think it's too much.
Like too rich.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll agree. Like without the Hershey's or I guess the Reese's chocolate or whatever whose chocolate they use surrounding it, it does kind of.
It's overpowered.
Yeah. I think I think they teamed up at one point and they made Reese's peanut butter wrapped in Hershey's chocolate or something like that. Like at some point I tried some sort of candy. It was like the Reese's peanut butter inside of a different brand of chocolate, and it was nowhere near as good as Reese's.
Well, me and you did the more chocolate lovered and peanut butter.
Yeah, I remember those.
Cups.
And those were pretty good still.
Yeah.
But it doesn't beat like the regular Reese's.
No. All right.
Oh, I've been on the kick of buying the big cups. I'll buy a big thing of the big cups.
I just get the king size, the old fashioned.
No, I was just saying like I'll buy the big cups and they'll be like they're pretty big. Yeah. They're deeper and they have more peanut butter inside, but like it's still like a really good ratio. I get that when I'm feeling more peanut butter instead of getting the peanut butter lovers, because the peanut butter lovers like that top layer of just like fake candy peanut butter on top. I think is what ruins it. Like if it was actual peanut butter, it'd probably be a lot better. But whatever that like candied peanut butter is not
that great.
Yeah, it's not that good.
Okay, we're ready to move on.
Did we just have like a 20-minute conversation about fucking peanut butter?
Well, no. We've had a 20-minute conversation about fucking peanut butter before. This is just talking about regular peanut butter, not fucking it.
Thank God.
Okay. It's time for our next segment, Video of the Week.
Oh, here they go, sodomizing the peanut butter again.
This week, I picked one of my favorite videos from one of my favorite bands. They're not on Spotify.
Beat Crusaders.
So I had to go with it on Video of the Week, and it's Beat Crusaders. And what's one of my favorite songs by them called Feel.
It was alright. I mean, the music video itself was alright. The song I did enjoy.
The song was amazing. A lot. Yes.
But the music video was kind of...
The music video's out there.
It's very outdated. Like, one, it's outdated. Two, like, all of the tropes that they used are not necessarily appropriate and also somewhat outdated as well.
The song, I mean, it came out.
But the song was amazing.
Yeah.
The song is really all that mattered. Like, if you could,
I think
hear it on Spotify, it'd be great.
I think I did. I looked up what this video is about because the video's out there, and there's about this guy who's a chef, and this random guy's in all their videos, and he doesn't. I don't think he's actually part of the band. He's just in their videos. And the song's about him. I think most of it was a fantasy, or after. I think his coworker hit him in the head with a frying pan. I think the rest of it's in his fantasy. After that part, and it's talking about his inner desires and things he wants. But it is a weird video because the point where he's cooking sausage and he gets like a boner, and the sausage grows with his boner.
And then he gets a boner and it hits the table and knocks his sausage on the floor, and it's food.
Yeah.
And I was just like, okay, this is a little wild.
Yeah, the video's out there.
It is.
It is very out there.
But who are we to talk about? We're out there.
Yeah, I mean,
we're the definition of out there.
Yeah, we have a radio play where I tongue punch your fart box to get a spider out. So, so Anyway,
and we got a new one coming out. Where well, I just imagine that scene from South Park where Butters gets probed. Poor Butters.
Alright.
It's fucking like a drill just hammering into him.
If you want to see this video, do not go to YouTube. Come to us on Facebook. You can find all the videos of the weeks. All the other videos of the weeks. And our podcast is on there. And it'll take you straight to come straight to the middleman. That's us. That's at 2 Guys in the Dark on Facebook.com. Do they use .com anymore? Is that people say put in .com or they just type it in now?
Pretty sure they just Google it.
Okay, so but that's 2 Guys in the Dark on Facebook. Next up, we got a sponsor this week. This week we are sponsored by Hitler'sFartsInAJar.com. Now, this is a special thing. Right before he killed himself, he farted in a bunch of jars, and they found these jars, and they're now selling them. There is only 14,000. Where are we at? Yeah, there's only 14,000 left. So yeah, come on down. Limit 5 jars per customer, and you can get Hitler's farts in a jar.
Yeah.
Now,
if your anti-Semitism expands so far that you would sniff Hitler's asshole, this is the perfect website for you.
Now, maybe you just want to smell what hatred smells like.
I mean, yeah. I guess.
Well, this is your
all
chance.
That pent-up hatred.
Here's your chance.
It's bottled up hatred that we have aged for your pleasure. Now, here's the thing, though. I once farted in a jar and closed it and stuck it in the freezer and left it in there for a long time.
Yeah.
And then Kaylee comes, she pulls it out of the freezer, she opens it up, she's like, "Why is this jar in the freezer?" And I said, "I farted in it like months ago."
Yeah.
Stuck it in the freezer. She's like, "Well, it doesn't smell like farts." I was like, "Aw." So I don't know how legit that is.
I have farted in Pringle cans and opened it up a couple hours later, and it stunk to high hell.
So you think like maybe the freezing
Maybe. I don't
ruined
know.
it? I thought it would preserve it.
Try Pringle. Maybe Pringle cans are the perfect capsule for farts.
I wish I could fart in a 2-liter bottle. And like somehow when they open it, it's like, like still carbonated, but there's like no liquid in there.
The funny thing is, I never heard. I thought I was a genius when I first did this because I never heard anybody doing it. I'm like, wait a minute. I felt like this is what Albert Einstein felt like when he done some Einstein shit. Like,
when he thought of E equals MC squared.
I thought I was fucking Einstein, and I was like, I farted in the jar. It's like, this is gonna be great. I let an hour or two pass. I'm like, here's my moment of truth. Popped it up, and I'm like, yeah, stinks like shit. And
so you Dutch ovened yourself
for an experiment, okay?
Now, from that point on, you know what I would have done?
What?
I would have every single time Brian you bought Pringles, I would eat down to like the last scoops, like a quarter of the jar, and then I would just fart in the jar and close that bitch up. God damn it, who hit on my Pringles? And they would open that bitch up and they'd be like, oh shit!
That would be hilarious because my dad has like 12 Pringle cans in the cabinet, so I'm like,
do it now! Do it now! Do it before he hears this.
This is prime real estate.
Do it before he hears this episode. For the sake of the podcast, do it before he hears this episode, and then, get him recorded. Like after it happens, give us an update. Give the podcast an update. Have him be interviewed. Before we release this episode, at the end of this episode, you could just add a little update, and it's you interviewing Brian. So what happened when you opened the can, Brian? Start to high him. Smelled like salt and ass.
Oh god.
Or barbecue salt and ass.
Yeah, I'd have to do it. I think I'd have to do it in the barbecue ones, if any.
This will be great. Please do it. Please.
So
I hope he doesn't eat them.
So if you
damn, they smell like ass.
If you want to sponsor us, email us at coolkidswithasthma@gmail.com or at 2guysinthedark@gmail.com. If you want to sponsor the show, you could be like this week's sponsor, HitlerSpartsInAjar.com.
Do you have any empty Pringles bottles nearby?
I don't have any empty Pringles bottles. Oh, fuck, you just bought it. Right.
In my defense, it was supposed to be an experiment.
Our next subject, help wanted. Do you like this one?
I like all of our subjects.
Okay. This is where I give you a job title, and you got to tell me if you'll take the job, and also give you a raise, or sometimes it's a pay decrease, but usually it's a raise. All right, this week you get a $2 raise.
Ooh.
This is a job. You dress up as a pirate ghost, break into people's houses, and try to scare them to sell their house for cheap. A lot of crime in this one. I actually saw this from a Pup Named Scooby-Doo episode.
Honestly,
I was watching Pup Named Scooby-Doo.
In my head, I was like, this is any Scooby-Doo.
Well, yeah. There's one specific one where this exact thing happened. But, yeah, you're going to dress up as a pirate ghost and break into people's houses and try to scare them out, or trying to sell their house for a lot cheaper than you wanted to buy it for.
Honestly, I feel like, yes, I would take this job, but mainly because, I feel like I'm doing two things. One, I've created a lucrative business loophole for myself, where I've also created my own real estate agency. So I'm literally scooping up these houses and properties for little to nothing, while also scaring people out of their houses and making a shit ton of money in the process. I think, yes, I'll do this.
Okay.
Until the police found out and I was 100% put in jail and or shot. I think if anything though, I would make myself look like a white ghost. So maybe they won't shoot me, they'll just put me in ghost jail.
You can't handcuff me, I'm a ghost. Alright, let's see how pepper spray works on you. What? Pepper spray.
I feel like I would my eyes would be red as shit, and I'd be like, oh, your pepper spray does not work at all.
I know you're crying so much, the makeup's all off your face.
Holy shit, he's black.
Get your guns. Alright. Our next.
It's a black ghost. Quick.
Alright. Moving to the Captain Cool Quiz Show. Do 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 do. Do do do. Do 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 do. The Captain Cool Quiz Show. This is where I give you 6 questions, and if you get 4 of those 6 correct, you win a prize.
I'm gonna guess
Batman. What?
I said I'm gonna guess Batman.
Looks like we got a Disney one.
Oh God.
Do you know your Disney?
I do not.
What? Question number 1. What is the name of Ursula's eels?
I don't know.
You don't know? You want to guess 2 names? It could be the 2 names.
Yeah, no, it's not gonna happen.
Oh.
I mean, there's no chance of me getting those.
Flotsam and Jetsam.
Yeah, see, no.
You know how I know this?
You ain't got no goddamn life.
Kingdom Hearts, you're correct.
Oh,
That wasn't one of the questions, but... Alright, question number 2. How many sisters does Ariel have?
0.
Final answer?
Talking about from... Oh, that's the Little Mermaid, isn't it?
Little Mermaid. Give you 2 guesses.
I'm gonna say 1.
1?
Yeah.
Wrong.
I'm gonna say 0.
Wrong. 6.
Jesus Christ. It's been so long since I've seen that
King
movie.
Triton's been bucking.
Jesus, yeah.
Maybe it's because he's always horny, because one of his castles is shaped like a penis on the original VHS box cassette. Alright.
I don't know if that just like makes you always horny though.
It was just a callback to all the
Yeah, you just want
Disney
shit
fans.
talk.
Actually, yeah, there was on the original box art
Yeah.
a penis. Alright, question, you get the rest of these right to win. Question number 3. Who was the first Disney princess?
Snow White.
Correct. Do 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 do. Okay, you got yeah, you get about 3 more. Okay. Question 4. Where does Princess and the Frog movie take place?
Louisiana.
Correct. Do 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 do.
If you said no, I'd have been like, fuck, I don't know.
Question number 5. What is the name of the pub they go to in Rapunzel?
I have no idea.
Snuggly Duckling. Or Snuggly Duckling. My handwriting is horrible.
Yeah, I would have never guessed that.
Last question. What princess is the youngest during their movie? So it's not going by timeline, it's just during what time their movie takes place, who was the youngest during that time?
Jasmine, right?
Final answer?
Yeah.
Wrong.
Okay.
I'll give you one more.
I bet I'm missing somebody then. Would it be Elsa?
Nope. Snow White.
Oh, you mean like... I don't know, that question's hard to work with.
It was just like who...
Because Elsa was a kid at the beginning of her movie. So
Snow White was younger. In age. During.
Oh, like... So are these timelines all happening at the same time? Or
No, it's like, just like... It's just like how old were they when their movie took place?
How old was Snow White when her movie took place?
She's like... I don't know, like 12, 14. I know the girl they modeled after her was like around that age too. The girl they got to do her voice was like 12.
I thought Princess Jasmine was really young.
She looks young. I think it's just better animation.
No, I really thought like she was like Aladdin was like 16 and she was like 4 or 5 years younger than her.
I thought they were like 18, 19, 20.
don't know. It's been a long time since but if I remember correctly, he was like, she was supposed to be like younger than him, like a lot younger than him.
It probably is.
Did you actually Google to see? Fact check yourself. Make sure.
It was on like a Disney website of trivia.
Oh, that's interesting.
All right, time to go to the Wheel of Topics. All right, this week's Wheel of Topics: Dark Cloud. Book a Scooby-Doo crossover with anybody. Good Captain Cool memories. What if Batman became the new Black Ranger? How many more do I have? 100 zombies versus 20 Adolf Hitlers.
100 zombies versus 20 Adolf Hitlers.
Who wins in a fight?
100 zombies.
I probably agree with you.
Because all the Adolf Hitlers would just be popping pills and...
He shot himself.
Cyanide tablet.
His wife did the cyanide tablet. He shot himself.
So does like each Hitler only have one bullet?
I feel like the one Hitler would just strangle the others one by one.
I'm the only Hitler.
And then that way he'll have 20 bullets. But then he still has 100 zombies to deal with.
That's why he would shoot himself.
Yeah. 20 times in the head. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. That's a good gun. Alright. Yeah, I don't see 20 Hitlers standing a chance.
I just see them all giving up too easily. Oh god, that sounded terrible.
Did you say you see them giving up too easily?
Yeah, I just meant like I was trying to say they were pussies, but
yeah,
it sounded more like I was saying he should have tried harder. Like,
all right,
he was so close. No, that's not what I meant. I was trying to say like he's a pussy. He would just commit suicide.
Yeah. All right, we got Dark Cloud. Book a Scooby-Doo crossover. Good Captain Cool memories. What if Batman became the new Black Ranger? How many more do I have?
How many more do you have?
How many more do you think I have?
For talking years, I hope a lot.
Me too. Thanks, buddy.
I mean, like, I don't play that. Let's be honest. I'd
I'd
rather you come to my funeral than the other way around.
I guess.
This is a really sad way to look at it, right?
Yeah.
Like, you think the same way, though, right? Like, you want to live a long time. Not that I don't want to live a long time, but you get what I'm saying. Like, you want... You have this, like, fantasy about being immortal, and I'm just
Yeah,
like,
I do. I want to be immortal.
And me, I'm the opposite. I'm like, everyone's time's got to come.
I don't know. I don't want my body to get hot. Like, I think about being buried. I'm like, I know what my body would be like. I'm hot.
You just get cremated, and your body could be like, I'm dust.
No. Getting cremated, I'm like, I'm really hot. Get that cremated out of here.
You'd be dead. It wouldn't matter.
I think I want to be put in a mausoleum, air conditioned AC.
You know, I wouldn't mind being like frozen if I died.
Yeah.
Freeze my body and jerk off to it. There it goes. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
Nah. I don't think comfort matters when you're dead.
Yeah.
Who knows?
But it's your brain thinks about it, and you'd like I don't know. Who knows? All right, next up, Dark Cloud. Book a Scooby-Doo crossover. Good Captain Cool memories. And what if Batman became the new Black Ranger?
I'm gonna book a Scooby-Doo crossover.
Who's gonna be on the crossover?
It's two guys in the dark.
Hell yes.
And we're like trying to interview them for a podcast, but they're also solving mysteries at the same time.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of got like the Office vibe for it.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Where they're like sitting down, talking to the camera, and like we'd be asking them questions and they'd be answering them like the cutaway, you know,
Gags.
in the Office. And
I think what would be a good one is we're interviewing Scooby-Doo, and in the background you see Shaggy getting chased by a monster. He's like, Scoob, help! And Scooby...
like, Scoob, man, help!
And Scooby's talking about like, oh yeah, I like bologna, I like
Of course I eat more than... that was...
Yeah, he's talking about his favorite.
I can do a better Scooby-Doo than that. That was fucking terrible.
I'd love that. Okay, next up. Good Captain Cool memories, Dark Cloud, and what if Batman was the new Dark Black Ranger?
Let's go with Good Captain Cool memories.
Oh, hell yeah.
They're all good memories.
This is a good episode. I like this. You want me to live forever?
Just making Sean happy.
Yeah, it's a good birthday episode.
It's like I had to make up for last year. I was really mean to you on the last year's birthday episode.
Yeah, the next episode's like, I hope you die, piece of cake shit. Poop on your face.
I hope you get chained up in somebody's basement, and the only way they'll feed you is if you eat out their butthole for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, yeah.
And it's Nicolas Cage for some reason.
I hope you get forced to toss a homeless man's salad tomorrow.
God, that's terrible.
Okay.
I hope I'm not forced to watch.
Yes.
I guess specific. You've had a couple of interesting birthday parties, but one specifically was that one where we were all. You know the one.
The 21.
Yeah.
That was a good one. That's probably the best one, honestly.
Shit got wild.
There's a famous picture of my dad falling over a cooler, and I love that picture.
Y'all have talked to him about that, right? Like, we can talk about this a little
He knows about it. Cause
shit got wild.
Because I put that on one of my calendars of one of the pictures.
So Brian, like, got blackout drunk, and he was ready to fight the world. And then he tripped and fell over on a cooler.
And I remember it took like 8 of us to get him in bed.
He was not going to bed. He was ready to like party till the sun came up the next day. That shit got wild.
Yeah, and
I remember I tripped or like fell backwards out of my chair at one point or something, and I was crawling away, but I was gonna get back up, and I don't know why. I guess my ass crack was hanging out, and Jake just stuck a beer down it and poured a beer down my ass crack. And I was like, honestly, I think I wanted to be mad, but it was just too refreshing.
Yeah, you were mad about it.
Huh?
I remember at the time you were mad about it, but you knew it was funny.
I laughed, and I was a little bit mad about it, but more so, like, in my head, my inner dialogue was, man, this would piss me off, but this really cold beer is going right down between my butt crack and also, you know, splashing up against my balls right now, and it is so refreshing because it was in the middle of just summer. Yeah. It was hot as fuck out there.
I remember I got my license the day before.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, that was one cool memory about it.
Man, that shit was fun as hell.
Yep. Probably one.
Oh, and we played so many games. Right? Was that the same night?
What kind of games?
Nintendo 64?
No, that definitely was not the same night.
I have bad memories.
Yeah.
But there was that time we had the N64 party.
Yeah.
A tournament party, I think. Right?
I think so.
We played Smash Brothers and maybe Mario Kart and Mario Party.
Yeah.
That night was awesome. It was you, me, Mike and Kara, your dad. I'm sure there were other people there that...
I think it was just us. Yeah.
You, me, Mike and Kara, you did?
Yep.
Was Jude not there?
No. I don't think me, you, and Jude ever hung out with Mike and Kara.
No, Charles, and...
Jude did not go.
Was it just the four of us?
Just my dad and Frankie.
Oh, yeah.
It was just us.
I don't know why I remember more people being there, because I think we were trying to like have this big tournament.
I think Jake was there.
Was it like, who?
Jake was there.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And I remember...
Was his girl there?
Yeah, maybe.
What was her name?
Whitney.
Whitney, yeah.
I think that was... I don't think I enjoyed that one as much. Because
it wasn't as fun, but...
Because I remember that, like, they were just talking about shit I didn't care about, and no one was really paying attention to the video games. I remember getting pissed about it. And I was like, well, I want to get fucking drunk. And because they're ruining my good time. So I got so drunk, and then I went outside to piss. And I was pissed, and I came back in, and I sat down, and I was like, oh shit, I pissed myself. Because I forgot to whip my dick out when I was going outside.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
How did you?
I went out to pee, and I was like, I pissed, and I came back in. I sat down. I was like, I looked down. I pissed myself. I was like, oh hell, I forgot to whip the dick out.
So you just went outside to pee.
Yeah.
And stood there and peed.
Yes.
But didn't pull your dick out.
Nope. I forgot that step.
That's ridiculous.
And I remember I sat down.
I remember that.
I said, Frankie, I pissed myself. And she wheeled me to the bathroom, and I jumped in the shower, and I got out, and I got dressed.
I remember that.
Yeah.
That shit was hilarious.
I had a better party. A better N64 party. And
was I there for that one?
No. Maybe. No, you weren't. And
I was?
No.
I weren't?
It was just me, Mike and Kara, and Frankie and my dad. But my dad and Frankie didn't play this, so it was just me and Mike and Kara playing N64. And that was the funnest I've ever had with them. And it was so much fun to play GoldenEye, Conker's Bad Fur Day, Mario Party. I remember Kara getting drunk and yelling at me and you. You weren't there, but you got cussed out, and me and you did. It was pretty fun.
I got cussed out for not even being there?
You got cussed out. I don't know. I can't remember what they were yelling at you about.
I know, but I remember there was that time.
It's probably something to do with your relationship status or something.
Oh yeah, probably.
I think that's what. And then I was getting yelled at because I was still over my first girlfriend, Alex, and I was getting yelled at for that.
I remember there was a time when my dad passed away, and we all
played D&D.
Yes,
that was fun.
That was
probably
what I needed.
Yeah, and I knew it, and I was like, that was for you, and that was one of my favorite D&D games. It was you, I was the DM, it was you, Mike, and Kara, and my dad. And Mike was the giant chicken, Kara was a demon. I can't remember what you and my dad were.
I was a ghost.
You weren't no
I was
ghost.
a ghost pimp.
You weren't no ghost.
Yeah.
Were you?
I was like half human, half ghost, and I would always go incorporeal, and then I became a pimp.
I remember the pimp part.
Yeah,
because you guys killed like the drug lord or whatever.
I was like I was a ghost. Like I was, because I kept like my favorite thing was I would go incorporeal, and they like punch would go right through me. But like we only let it like last a certain amount of time or something like that.
Yeah.
And then whenever it would go away, I'd get my ass beat.
I remember there's a giant cockfight, and then Mike was a giant chicken, so he had to fight. And then I don't remember what my dad was like, a warrior or something, like a classic D&D character.
Yeah, he was the only serious character.
Yeah, and that was one. I mean, that's a long game we played because we did a lot in one session, but it was probably one of the funnest ones.
By the end of that episode, that game, I owned my own
whorehouse,
6-story whorehouse, and I was a pimp. That was a wild ass game.
It was one of the funnest ones, though.
Then we just like went around the city buying up property.
Yeah, it's like damn.
We got to own this fucking city and start our own criminal underworld.
Yeah, you guys were like serious into the.
Not to be a Debbie Downer on the Sean birthday episode.
Yeah.
But actually, it's ironic that we started filming this episode yesterday, because it was like 11 something when we started filming this episode, and it carried over into today, which is my father's birthday. So
really?
We're literally filming the Sean birthday episode on my father's birthday. It's like perfect. Really interesting.
I guess, yeah.
Because, you always wanted to be the guy for some reason.
I like to wear his clothes and jewelry.
You like to wear his clothes, his jewelry. You do remind me of my dad a lot, though. So
yeah. Me and your dad got
win-win.
Me and your dad got along pretty good.
You did.
I remember last conversation, he called me just to tell me how much fun he had. I was like, okay. And then I remember you lived with me at the time. And I came in the room like, Oh my God, yes, he just called me. Yeah. It was awesome.
Yep.
And we were playing D&D.
Exactly,
yes. Yeah. Okay. D&D's just a perfect game.
It is. It's the best. It brought us all together.
Yeah.
Just not when we played with Kenneth, because...
Yeah. It got us interested.
Yeah.
We're like, what if this was fun? So, okay. Alright, we need to move on.
Yep.
Last one. What if Batman was the new Black Ranger?
What if Batman was the new Black Ranger? Why's he gotta be the Black Ranger? Why can't he be the Blue Ranger?
Because he's the Dark Knight.
Blue's a dark color.
You know he's going to be black if he's going to be a Ranger.
I don't know why, but I see it going down like this. You, give me that morpher. No.
Actually, Zordon wants to be the Red Ranger.
He goes like this.
Yeah.
He like, puts his hand up like he's about to back slap him. And he's like, okay.
I imagine he could just take it without the guy noticing. And just like,
that is true. Probably could.
He's Batman.
But that would be pretty badass.
Yeah. I
feel like they should do a random, like, another crossover where, like, the members of the Justice League actually get to morph. That'd be pretty dope.
Yeah.
Like Superman have his old morphy grid suit. Kind of like the Street Fighter characters who have their own morphing costumes.
What good do you think the Power Rangers? How much better do you think Power Rangers would be with Batman on the team as the leader? Their putties wouldn't be an issue. There'd be like one-hit KOs from then on.
Honestly, I'm surprised putties are ever an issue at this point, because it's like they should always be one-hit KOs.
Yeah.
Because when you actually look at the schematic, like what the morphic grid and like actually morphing does for them.
Yeah.
They should just be able to like. I feel like they would all be a lot more disciplined.
Yes.
But like their individual characteristic traits would not shine through as much with Batman as their leader. I don't know.
I feel like Rita and Zed wouldn't be able to trick them as much or at all.
Well, yeah. I feel like if we're going comic book wise,
yeah,
they're a lot smarter in the comic books.
The show, they're about they're about dumpling Rita.
That shit is ridiculous.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, like Billy and Batman, I feel like would get along so well because they're both so smart.
Yeah.
I feel like they would have like a bunch of interesting, like intellectual conversations.
Billy's my favorite, so
it's the crazy thing too. Is like, I think he has plot armor when it comes to his intellect, because he just always he always knows so much about science that he can figure out how to help the Rangers on each episode. And I feel like that's like his one gift is like. Billy is the brains. We all know him as the brains, but like I also see it as a bit of plot armor because he always can find a solution for the problem.
Pretty ripped too. I didn't understand why he was. Because there's some episodes like dude's pretty jacked, and I feel like they should have done more where he becomes a much better fighter. There was one point where he was getting trained by Jason. I was like, man, they should have done more on that.
Yeah.
Because.
It would have been cool to see him take over as like a Red Ranger later on in the series.
Yeah.
Which was honestly the thing that surprised me was after. So originally, like the backup for like the Red Ranger as the leader was like the Black Ranger.
Yeah.
And I never understood why, but like he had more combat skill than. The Blue Ranger, but like Billy was just smarter. Like, why not have him as a leader?
Yeah.
And then when they got rid of all the other Rangers and like moved in the newer characters like Rocky, Aisha, and Adam, at that point, like the White Ranger was the leader, and I didn't even see the Red Ranger as the secondary, like the second in command. Like I saw Billy as the second in command after that because like at this point he is like a better fighter, and he is more combat experience, and he also is the smartest one in the group. Well, so I always saw him after that point as this, like, it goes white, blue, and then like black and red were like tied.
We're going to dive into that further on in our Power Rangers episode, because we got a whole Power Rangers episode coming up very soon.
Hell yeah.
And now we're time to go to movie reviews.
Movie reviews.
First up, Laser Wolf Season 1. What'd you think?
We haven't had a 2 out of 10.
Oh my god. But it had Big E in it.
Really? Who did he play?
He was Laser Wolf's brother.
Which one's Laser Wolf's brother? Would be specific?
He had what? 2 siblings, a girl and a boy. Wolf. He's the buff wolf with the glasses over his face.
Yeah, okay. As soon as you said glasses, that's the one I kept thinking of.
That's played by Biggie Langston.
Okay, who did the other characters' voices then?
I don't know. I just know it was him.
Oh, cool.
That
does make it cooler, but
he talks about it on the podcast. They talked about it a couple of times on the New Day podcast. Oh, okay. That's why I bought it. I was like, oh, Big E's in something.
Well, don't get me wrong. It does make it cooler that I know that Big E, but like the show itself, I didn't enjoy.
I thought the first half was good, but there's some episodes I'm like,
the first half was good.
Yeah, I thought some of those were okay, but some of the episodes I'm like, what the fuck are y'all talking about?
I just like 2 out of 10 because like plot was meh.
Yeah.
Not even mad. The plot was just bleh.
I thought the wolves were cute. Their tongues were sticking out sometimes.
I mean, like, that's it, though. Like, I don't know. Like, it was one of those, like, it's kind of just like a copy and paste senseless Adult Swim show.
Yeah. Only
it didn't even have the, like, you know, the benefit of, like, just comedy.
It was okay. I liked how I like the way, I don't know, for some reason I just like the way God was portrayed.
Yeah, that's how you, like, every time I saw him, I think of you. I was like, this reminds me of Sean.
The way I see it.
Like, Sean wants to be more important. God thinks he should be more important.
I do. My parents talk about that. Like, you walk in the room, you acting like, you know, you're, like, we should all stop, pay attention to you. I was like, I honestly feel like I walk in the room and I should be John Lennon, but that's just me. Anyway, I thought it was okay. There were some moments that were good. Overall, it was not funny than funny, and I'm gonna give it. It's on the border between 5 and 6.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I didn't hate it.
You've given shows you actually. I don't understand your rating scale.
Rating scale.
Yeah, you never make sense when you rate things. Like you give. If you don't like something, you still give it a 5. I'm like, oh my god.
I liked it okay though. Like I didn't.
Would you rewatch the show?
Well, yeah. If I had to.
If you had to.
Would I watch it?
Any situation where you're being forced to watch something, it deserves less than a 5. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna give it a 5, but
Jesus Christ.
I think 1 point's for Biggie. Anyway.
Okay. Well, I will accept that. I'll agree.
I don't know. It just.
The point for Biggie. That's how I got a 2 in my book.
I thought it wasn't as bad. I thought I really enjoyed the God scenes.
I mean, he probably was the most entertaining.
And I liked his assistant. Yeah, because he had always kind of smart mouth God, and I was like, "What?" And I liked Big E's character, even though there's this one episode where he had a strip club and his, I don't know, but it wasn't as bad as you're saying. I don't think.
The only reason I give it a 2 out of 10 is because, like, it's almost. It was almost unnecessary. It's like to the point where I felt like I was wasting time. I'm glad I breezed through it like that because
they're very short and there weren't many episodes. Here's another reason.
Otherwise, I'd be like, I'm still fucking watching this show.
Here's another reason I'm getting a 5 is I would watch season 2. So.
Wow.
Yeah. And if they do come out season 2, probably get it.
Did Kenan Thompson do one of the voices?
Probably.
Because I kept hearing, like, when I watched it, I was like, man, He sounds like Kenan Thompson.
Alright, we're moving on to the next one.
I would not watch season 2, but unfortunately I'll have to for the podcast.
Yeah. So. If they do one, I don't know. Next up.
Kind of hope they do one.
This is a show that people have been want me to watch. People want me to watch for years. I've heard it was the greatest thing since white bread. And finally, I've gotten to see...
I wouldn't agree with that.
The Office seasons 1 and 2.
Now, I will give you this. Everyone loves this show. And the first time I ever watched this, like, even, like, full seasons of this show, I was like, I don't get it. I don't get why people love this show. I don't get it. Now I'm to the point where I've seen, like, every season, like, multiple times, and I'm like, okay, this is hilarious. Well, but, like, initially, when I first started watching this show, I didn't enjoy it at all. And still to this day, season 1, I gave it, like, a 5. Season 1 itself, 5. Because it's, like, the weakest season. And I know it, like, does a lot to set up the characters and, like, teach you everything. But, even now, when I go back and rewatch The Office, I usually don't even start it. I usually start with season 2. That's how much I want to avoid season 1.
Yeah. So I came in and I was like, well, here's this big show. Better live up to the hype. I think it did. I liked season 1. I don't know. I didn't have an issue with it. I was like, all right, let's go. And it's also my new girlfriend Tasia. This is like her favorite show. Yeah. So, this is I think this is the reason why we picked it, because she's like, at one point she said, hey, we need to do The Office.
I said it.
Yeah, and then like I started dating her, and she said, hey, this is my favorite show. I was like, I guess this is the time.
Yeah.
And by the way, the hardest part of watching this was when we got through into season 2. She'd be like, can we watch The Office? I'm like, no. Because I stick with I don't like to watch ahead of where that way I'm focused on what I'm reviewing.
That way you don't over review or mention things from later seasons.
I see why every female millennial has been talking about this for so long. Because like every girl who's our age, they could probably quote every episode.
Yeah.
But I mean, I enjoyed it. I was like, man, this is a really good show. I could see why everybody likes it. It was very fun. We binged through both seasons in 3 days. And I'm ready to dive deeper into this.
Hell yeah.
Because I think season 2 ended with a cliffhanger. And she's going to be stoked we can finally get back into.
So the crazy thing for me is that I love season 2. I give season 2 a 8 out of 10. I love the new characters they introduce. I'm pretty sure they introduced some new characters. I think Todd Packer but I can't remember if it's in season 1 now that I think about it. I don't know, season 1's very short. But, I mean, for me, the only reason season 1 gets a 5 is like, for some reason when I watch season 1 of that show, it makes me really depressed. And then when I get past that, I'm like, I love the series. I don't know if it's like the lighting, I don't know if it's the characters, like, just something about it. I've never liked season 1 of that show. Like, it's not bad, and it's not good. It's right in the middle.
Yeah.
Give it a 5. But season 2 is probably one of my favorite seasons. But like, for the most part, from season 2 up, it just gets better, and then it takes a dip later on.
But we're on doing with season 1 too.
Season 2, 8 out of 10.
What characters were your favorite?
Dwight and Jim.
My favorite were Stanley and Jim.
I was gonna say Dwight, Jim, Stanley, Kevin, Oscar.
One complaint I have I've only seen seasons 1 and 2, but one complaint I had was I want more in-depth episodes on the other non-essential crew. You know, you got your Dwight, Jim. What was the girl's name?
Which one?
The main girl. There was Pam. Got Dwight, Jim, Pam, Dwight, Michael. So you got your 4 crew. Everybody else is kind of like extra, and I'd like to get more. I'm one of those people.
You get a lot more.
That's good. But I'm just going on seasons 1 and 2. That's like the only complaint I had. You know, I'm giving it a 9 out of 10 for both. I was like, I know we're going to definitely
for season 1 as well.
Yeah, I didn't have a problem with it. Okay. I don't know.
Also, like, I already said family, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Toby and Michael, just because of like the hatred that Michael has for Toby.
Which one's Toby?
The HR guy. Remember, he says HR.
Yeah.
HR is like not even part of
the
family, and then he's like, and you're divorced, so you're not even part of your own family. It's like, oh my god.
And Michael's shit is the things he says. I'm like, oh my god, how is he not fired right now?
He's the best. I love Michael. I love the Michael Toby dynamic, and like Toby's just like the nicest guy in the world, and he's just like,
and it's the one person he's a dick to.
Yeah, so. It's like, and Toby just doesn't understand why he's a dick to him.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I think the reason he's a dick to him is because he gets in so much trouble with HR for the things he says, so he looks at him as a bad guy.
It's in that scene, actually. I'm pretty sure is like he says you're a product of divorce and everything, or your wife divorced you and everything. I think the reason he hates Toby is because his mom divorced his dad when he was a kid.
Yeah.
So he hates like divorce in general, and like Toby makes him think of his dad and his mom, and like how his dad didn't try hard enough and everything. I think it's all like wrapped in that.
Yeah. But we're definitely going to do...
And like the fact that like he's so hard on him when he says that. Like he says the meanest shit to Toby. And like Toby really is a nice guy. I don't want to talk more about it because there's things we get to find out later on. So
we're definitely going to deep dive into this, probably this season of Two Guys in Dark. And we're going to move on to our final segment, which is Two Guys in the Groove. You didn't think of something, did you? You should be able to come with one.
I feel like I did.
For my birthday, the birthday special, or for my song on the birthday special, I'm going to go with a song from Scooby-Doo Abracadabra-Doo. It's the one where he goes to like a magic school. And anyway, there's a song in there I really love. It's called Tomorrow by Just for Laughs. Love the shit out of this song. Yeah. And I think me and you listened to it yesterday. We're driving to the zoo.
Definite maybe. No chance I would remember.
You were singing along to it, so. Whoa, whoa. Tomorrow's just another day. Or something like that.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's from the new one?
No, it came out like 2011. But it's called like Abracadabra-Doo. Okay. It's a Scooby-Doo movie.
I'm sure. If I heard it, I'd be like, yes, I know what you're talking about.
Yes, I don't know why. I just love the shit of the song. And I'm going to go, that's going to be my song for this week.
The song I picked has nothing to do with you.
Oh.
So I'm sorry.
Damn it.
If I could think of one that has something to do with you right now, I would just blast it out. But,
well, what are you picking?
I'm tired. We've been up for a long ass time. I'm using this Duff energy drink just to keep me alive, just to make sure that I can drive home. And I'm gonna pick Black Bubblegum
Oh yeah, we listened to this yesterday too.
Yeah. Like Bubblegum by
Sergeant
the Dillinger Escape Plan.
Oh, Dillinger is...
The Dillinger Escape Plan. Sergeant Pepperoni. Or Sergeant Pepper is an album by the Beatles.
Oh, well.
Sergeant Pepperoni is a restaurant in Knoxville.
I didn't know that.
Joint. Which one?
The Sergeant Pepperoni.
The restaurant? You never ate it?
Never even heard of it.
You never had Sergeant Pepperoni's?
Never even heard of it.
It's like my favorite pizza spot in all of Knoxville.
My favorite used to be Mad Greek right next to my house.
Huh. Never ate there.
It was so good. It was this Greek restaurant right next to
Is it still
shut down? When Mary lived with me, we went all the time.
So it wasn't that long ago.
And it was so good. I could get a large pizza, unlimited toppings, and it was delicious and cheap. It's probably why they went out of business, but it was good. And if you want to listen to this playlist, that's Two Guys in the Groove on Spotify. There's seasons 1, 2, 3, and 4. If you want to follow us on Facebook, that's Two Guys in the Dark. That's your cue.
Two Guys in the Dark.
Follow us on Instagram.
Two Guys in the Dark.
I'm also CapCool69 on Instagram, and he is
Two Guys in the Dark.
Butt Chugging Bananas on Instagram.
Two Guys in the Dark.
Follow our YouTube channel, Cool Kids with Asthma.
Two Guys in the Dark.
We also have a horror podcast, Fears Are Us.
Two Guys in the Dark.
The D&D podcast, Bizarre Adventure.
Two Guys in the Dark.
We have a new podcast. It's probably not new now.
Two Guys in the Dark.
I ain't even finished. It's called Failure to Launch Podcast.
Two Guys in the Dark.
And we are
Two Guys in the Dark.